Guys, Darren's Crew here, and we're playing Red Dead Redemption again, because today, the Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay trailer was released, and it looked beautiful. It looked gorgeous, it looked amazing. So, I decided why not play the story mode of Red Dead Redemption again. And I'll be doing a lot more with Red Dead Redemption on my channel than I ever have. Maybe I'll actually complete the story mode this time.
Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Bill Williamson's gang terrorized.
There were a lot of things shown in the trailer that I'm really excited for. One thing I did notice is Baby Jack with Abigail. That was great. I have been playing this game a lot lately. With EE, OV Bad, Lion Master, all of them. I love this music right here. Also, the train looks amazing in Red Dead Redemption 2. Just seeing that at the beginning, that was really cool. And also the horse and everything, just the graphics look realistic, just everything. Even like the AI and how you can interact with them differently now, that's amazing.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know.
And I'm really excited to see just what happens at the end of the game, what happens to Arthur Morgan, what happens to John Marston, what happens with what's his name, Dutch.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
And we'll actually do the side missions this time, because I think I did a few last time I played, but I don't think I just did all of them.
Motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns, yes. His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war.
Oof.
I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts.
Even Bonnie
The
looks
opportunity
annoyed.
we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Played this first part of the game way too many times when I was younger because I never knew how to save. This drunk guy about to walk out of the bar. Yep. Can't even make it down the stairs.
I don't feel too good.
Gonna knock him up the stairs.
Hey, what's up?
Alright.
Marston! Mr. Marston's over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
I love how the others in this cutscene are just so like not even doing anything. What are you doing? My real question is, why is the train stopped?
Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail. Giddy up.
Walker's gang came by, robbing and killing.
I ain't much of a fella for gossip. Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. Whoa there.
Whoa there.
Come on,
Lord
Jake.
mercy, you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what
The
are you
story
doing
of
up
this
at the
game
fort?
is so
Looking for
interesting.
an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts.
Trying to
these days.
commentate,
Those you do
but
find are about as sociable as
dialogue and
Redemprtion.
everything is taking me.
I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Wow, this man. A very bad man.
Deal.
What was that noise he just made?
Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill. Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Yeah.
Well, let me go up there and confront Mr. Bill Williamson. Oh, I love this scene.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John.
Go away now, John.
Kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
The vultures were just waiting for me to just stay dead so they could just eat me up. Should have just pulled the gun on him when Bill was the only one out. Shouldn't have wasted his time. But that probably wouldn't have worked out so well.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. We got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. You left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die,
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Oh, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. The old times.
You know Bill Williamson.
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Bonnie doesn't give two fucks.
I have. What will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after the less kind.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctors.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, there's the train. The gameplay trailer anyway. I'm gonna continue on about that. The graphics of the game looked amazing. Like, it transitions from cutscene to gameplay, looking like it hasn't even transitioned. The graphics in the cutscene and gameplay look exactly the same. Maybe cutscene looks a little bit better, but it still looks amazing.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Let's go do that.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
I picked out a fine horse for you.
Another thing I really like is how when the big guy, I guess, threw Arthur out of a window and he rolled around in the mud was actually on his clothes. That's really cool.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Another thing about the trailer is the horse bonding. That's gonna be nice. You'll finally have one horse and know that it's still actually your horse when you whistle for it. However that's gonna work.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Yeah! And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarlane.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't bite.
You know what? I'm coming. Don't rush me. All my ribs are broken.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarlane.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Ready, Mr. Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
Come on, Bonnie, you're telling me to hurry up? You're walking over to the horse. Come.
Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bonnie.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. God damn it, these rabbits are at it again.
Silly
Come on,
rabbits.
get rid of
Chickens
that
for
one.
kids.
Let's see that rifle. Wily little critter.
A bad job. I only killed a few. Oh, hey, Bonnie. Didn't see you there.
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are bad. We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
Got 2 of them from here. I feel proud of myself. Get out of my swamp!
Whoa, whoa.
What are you doing with that chicken? Oh, shit. Come on, horse.
Goodbye.
Nice shot.
Ha.
Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Do I have like sensitivity or something so that I can go a little fast? I can. I do. Yay. Is that too much? Do I turn faster with my horse then?
You know, you can actually
I
handle
guess
a
so.
rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarlane. Yeah.
Here we are.
Come on. Every time I try and do that, he always jumps over it, and he doesn't get hitched.
Thank you for
He
your
just
help,
jumps
Mr.
over it.
Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you.
Kinda.
Good night, Miss McFarlane.
See how it is. See how it is, Bonnie. Nice. I can't see what it says on the bottom of my screen. Alright, save game. I have a lot of save slots. Let's go with that one. Honor 50. Some people even deal in valuable information about the surroundings in the form of maps or newspapers. Go to B on your map to speak with Bonnie McFarlane. And I'm here. Oh, this I don't like this one.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarlane. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson, or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale. And by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
Alright.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
I'm mic muted. It's not, right? Yeah, it's not. Alright.
How are you today?
Come on.
Nah, Bonnie. Nah, you're not beating me to the starting line. Fuck you. If I
On
can
the
miss.
count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarlane.
The only reason I don't like this is she has infinite horse stamina. She doesn't have to like tap it 3 times and just hold A, so my horse can.
Jiggle those spurs, Miss McFarlane. How you doing back there? I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarlane. Would you like me to slow down?
Nah, stop it.
I have got you now.
No, you don't.
Let's go.
McFarlane.
Like it.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're lucky I'm being a gentleman. Let's go.
Call yourself a dangerous outlaw?
Come on.
How dare you?
Neck and neck, Miss McFarlane.
Stupid horse running in a
Stay with me
stamina.
now.
Where are you going? Don't you dare. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Bonnie, get your ass back.
Beaten by a lady.
Ah,
Is that the best you can do?
Look at that male pride go.
thank you.
Should I wait for you to catch up?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nah, man.
This is gonna be close.
There's the ranch.
I think you chose the wrong horse, Miss McFarlane.
Oof. Now you're disrespecting
Are
the
you
horse.
saving the best for last?
Nah. Don't you dare.
Whoa there.
I won. Is that chicken?
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the Marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarlane.
You do what you think is best, Mr. Marston.
Let's go pay Bonnie another visit. This is Armadillo.
Oh, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarlane. How are you?
I'm well.
Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I can do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
Jimmy. Hey, it's Jimmy on the right. Let's wait for this guy to cross the street. Oops, looks like he didn't even get ran over. He's okay.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No,
We
Miss.
last spoke like 2 minutes ago,
Well,
Bonnie.
that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, Miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, Miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Okay, alright. What is going on here? Alright. This horse just like had a seizure or
I think
something.
it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarlane.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarlane. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
Armadillo. Also, another thing I like is how in Blackwater they have like the lights on like the theater. It's really cool how they're even like expanding Blackwater a bit. Because I'd imagine there's gonna be new parts to Blackwater now, since it's like 10 years ago or something.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Alright. Might as well do this one before I visit the marshal for the first time, since it's gonna be an armadillo after it's done. Yo.
Hey, partner.
Finally come to get that bullet leg. Hola.
Am I supposed to use it? Oh. Don't know. Alright. Yo.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
If you want to leave Armadillo, there are usually stagecoaches loading and unloading behind the freight station. Well, that's a nice stagecoach. I like those stagecoaches. But it costs like money to go places. Unless you get to like all the way to like fame or honor or something, then I think you can ride anywhere for free. Or maybe that's a cheat code. I don't know. Alright, let's do this thing. Political realties in Armadillo. I think that's it.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. And that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you? Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking hard.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
I ain't happy. I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak. Suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can. Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Saloon's this way.
Well, I was in it a little earlier, wasn't I?
So who we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. The way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
Shocked someone doesn't like shoot him while he's walking down.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Walton's the top screw. Let's get after him. He's spotted you. Stay on him, boy.
Let's go.
Keep up, will ya?
Walt's as bad as you say he is. Why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Looks like he's holed up at the old Pleasance house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses. Looks like we got company, boys.
Shocked he doesn't bring anyone with him. Just me and him?
Work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Behind the crate, Marston. Look him up.
Are you having fun yet?
Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you. Take that fella behind the rock, boy. I got you, boy.
Oh.
There's one behind the outhouse. Stay close. Take cover behind the outhouse. Careful, there you go. There's two more in the pit. Take them down, boy. I'll back you up there.
Got him.
Try pointing at somebody before you pull the trigger,
Shoot him in the leg. Yep.
Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah.
All right. I think we'll go. That'll be it for this episode, anyway. And we'll continue next episode. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, feel free to subscribe to see more content on Red Dead Redemption, whether story mode or something else, and Red Dead Redemption 2, and more of Red Dead Redemption 2 when it comes out. I'll see you next time. See you.